Hi, so today I wanted to take a look at a saddle by SDG. This is their new Radar Saddle. So what I'll do is I'll change the camera angle and then we'll take a look at it in more detail. So the saddle just comes on a straightforward piece of packaging, just a bit of cardboard with some details about the various features of the saddle. And then to get the saddle off, you just twist it. So this saddle comes in a few different options of rail material that you can choose. So they've got a steel, a chromo and a tie alloy version. And the main difference between them is the weight and the cost. So the steel being the heaviest but the cheapest, the chromo being in the middle, and then this tie alloy version being the lightest but the most expensive. And then you can choose to have it in various different colors to match your frame. So the main saddle body stays black on all of them, but the highlighted logos and the base as well as the stitching are color matched. So as you can see, this is a flat saddle design, although it does have a slight curve on the rear. It has a really large cut out center channel to prevent any numbness. And then at the front it has a really wide and fat nose to give you extra comfort for when you're climbing. And then it's got a really nice thick dense EVA foam padding across the whole of the saddle itself. And then at the side it's got these Kevlar sections which provide extra protection to keep the saddle from wearing out prematurely. It also has a added benefit of providing extra grip, so you can use this to grip your legs onto to provide a bit more stability when you're descending. And then at the back it has this cut out section here which they refer to as rear buzz. Now this is to stop obviously your tyre on bigger bikes from catching on the back of the saddle. I never have that issue on my bike, but it is nice to have a bit more clearance at the back here to stop your shorts from catching. And then when you flip the saddle over, it's got this cut out section in the middle here to provide a bit of relief for when you're actually sitting on the saddle, to provide a bit more pedal efficiency. Just allows the saddle to sink in a bit more and gives a bit of relief. And then at the back here, it's got this screwed in section, which helps with the protection of the seams of the saddle. Because I've found when you've got saddles that don't have this and just have the glue, what happens is it gets wet and then the saddle starts to peel. So I'll show you this in comparison with the saddle I've been running for the last few years, which is the SDG circuit saddle. Now I really like this saddle, but well, as you can see, it's pretty filthy. But the only issues I've had with it are that the padding is a little bit thin, and on long rides, I'm talking like 5 hours plus, it can get a little bit uncomfortable. So the Radar seems to have addressed those issues. Also the clearance on the back, I tend to catch a little bit on this one. I'm hoping this little bit of removed material should help with that. But overall it's a pretty similar design, although the nose is slightly wider on the Radar, and the Radar is obviously slightly taller because it's got more foam padding. So that was a quick look at the SDG Radar Saddle. So if you've got any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them in the box below. Thumbs up are always appreciated, and thanks for watching.